3. I got 3. 2. Hey, what's up? How's it going? It's Rob and welcome to Leave Curious. So in recent weeks, a further 12 white-tailed eagles have been released to the Isle of Wight. This is great news for biodiversity, but also people. The white-tailed eagle is extremely popular, being the biggest bird of prey in the UK with a wingspan of up to 2.4 metres. You know, it's an absolute spectacle for wildlife enthusiasts and it helps bring in millions of pounds every year to rural economies. In today's video, I'll explain the history and former reintroductions, explore their ecology and tell you what we can expect to see in the future. White-tailed eagles had been hunted to extinction by the 19th century, and reintroductions began in Scotland during the late 1970s, with the first reintroduced eagles breeding in 1983. These reintroductions were pioneered by Roy Dennis, whose foundation is actually now responsible for the current reintroductions, but we'll get to that in a minute. Population increase is slow as whitetails only start reproducing from the age of 6 years, and given the limited number of individuals, it made the population vulnerable. So during the 1990s, 58 more young eagles were released, and again the releases continued a decade later. There are now more than 100 pairs in Scotland. But what about England? Well, the reintroductions that were pioneered in Scotland were by Roy Dennis, and that very same name is responsible for the reintroductions to the Isle of Wight. Much of southern England is suitable habitat for the white-tailed eagle, and following the success of the reintroductions to Scotland, Natural England granted licences to reintroduce the species to the Isle of Wight, being deemed the most suitable place to start, given its suitable habitat and range for dispersal to other suitable habitats on the mainland. And it's also the last known breeding site of the species in southern England. I think it's in a place called Culver Cliffs, back in 1780, so having them back is a huge deal. White-tailed eagles are known as generalist predators, which means they'll eat an array of fish, birds and carrion. This ensures no significant threats to prey species populations. Evidence from Holland has found that although they're a little shyer than most scavenger birds, they don't mind living close to people too, which is important when you consider the UK's high population density. People and their pets have nothing to worry about when it comes to the white-tailed eagle. However, some concerns from livestock farmers have been raised, and in a few instances lambs had been taken in Scotland, but these were often weak or diseased animals and where habitat suitability and prey abundance was poor. Detailed research from the Netherlands found that the eagles breeding in livestock areas didn't take a single lamb or any other form of livestock. And they've already dispersed up to Norfolk to a place called Wildken Hill. It's a rewilding project that's going on, and Natural England have approved the reintroduction of white-tailed eagles in Norfolk next year. Ecologically, they may not have the same impact as a wolf or even a beaver, but what the white-tailed eagle offers the landscape is an idea or image flying through the sky. There's nothing else quite like them. They're special and they truly embody wilderness. Seeing top predators in the wild is any wildlife enthusiast's dream, and because of this, the white-tailed eagle has been making a lot of money. The more established populations from Scotland on the Isle of Mull and the Isle of Skye make around £5 million and £2.4 million respectively. This kind of money will bring so much opportunity to the people of the Isle of Wight, and as the eagles continue to disperse the south of the UK. The white-tail's successful reintroduction can give us hope that through careful planning and determination we can see formerly native species reintroduced to the UK once again. Now, the Roy Dennis Foundation is responsible for a lot of this great work, so head over to the website to find out more. I've linked it in the description. I like to say that you can now support Leave Curious over on Patreon. You'll not only gain early access to videos, but also exclusive content. Becoming a patron will help me put more time into creating these videos. I understand that you may not be able to commit to this every month, so instead, it would be awesome if you could like, comment and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Leave Curious. This is the back and this is the front. Cool, right?